welcome to The Explainer. Today we're about to dive into some absolutely mind-blowing stories of human endurance, really just the raw power of will. These all come from the accounts in Unstoppable Valor.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Can sheer anger keep you alive? I mean, can that raw, defiant power of will actually let someone push past, well, what should be totally catastrophic, life-ending injuries? The stories we're going to get into today, they suggest the answer is a huge, resounding yes.
Okay, so let's dig into the psychology here. What's actually going on in the mind? We're talking about this really fascinating phenomenon. You could almost call it being too angry to die. Now, just to be clear, this isn't some official medical term you'll find in a textbook. Nope. It's really just a way to describe this incredible psychological drive to survive. It's that raw, grit-fueled refusal to give up, you know? Even when your body is screaming that it's over. It's like the mind just takes over and yells, "Not yet." Okay, so that's the idea, but how does it actually look in the real world under real pressure? Well, let's jump into 5 absolutely astonishing true stories that pretty much defy all logic, and they show this power in a big way. So story number 1. Picture this. It's pretty much a soldier's worst nightmare. He is completely alone, totally cut off from his unit, and he's staring down an absolutely overwhelming enemy force. I mean, look at this situation. It was completely hopeless. Separated from his unit, shot multiple times, with shrapnel in his legs, his position was just totally overrun. They left him for dead because, I mean, let's be real, by any rational measure, he was dead. And yet, for 48 straight hours, he didn't just survive. No way. Fueled by what people later called this defiant rage, he actually held his ground until a rescue team finally got to him. 48 hours. That's 2 full days. So if that first story was about pure, stubborn survival, this next one is all about defiant leadership. We're looking at an officer who's leading a charge, and he gets cut down by enemy fire almost the second the fight kicks off. And this is the incredible part. He's got these devastating wounds, shot through the chest and abdomen, but his first instinct isn't to save himself, not at all. It's to keep issuing commands, to keep leading his men. He actually refused every attempt to evacuate him. He put his platoon's safety way, way ahead of his own life. And this quote, man, it just says everything about his mindset. He actually said this out loud during the firefight. "You don't get to kill me. Not today." Think about that. It's a direct, angry, personal refusal to die. He's literally telling his enemies, and maybe fate itself, nope, you don't get to decide. All right, our third story is, well, it's almost unbelievable. It's about an explosives expert, a sapper, who gets trapped deep, deep behind enemy lines when a mission goes completely sideways. I mean, this is basically checkmate, right? His leg is trapped under debris, he's got severe burns, he is surrounded with no way out, he's running out of ammo, running out of water. Every single logical path ends badly here. Either he gets captured or he dies. But logic went right out the window, in what can only be described as an act of unbelievable, almost inhuman will. He did something unthinkable. He amputated his own leg to get free. And then he crawled for 3 miles to get to safety. Just try to wrap your head around that. You know, it feels like each of these stories just keeps raising the stakes. So now, let's go from the ground up into the sky. This one's about a pilot whose entire nightmare started the second his aircraft was shot down. And from the moment he ejected, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. We're talking broken limbs just from the ejection itself. Then his parachute doesn't deploy right. He hits the ground so hard it shatters his pelvis. And just to top it all off, he wakes up to the sound of enemy patrols searching for him. And there's no way you survive this. It's a fatal scenario, period.
And listen to this quote from his debriefing. It brings us right back to our main theme. He said his survival wasn't about hope. It wasn't about some grand plan. It was driven by pure, raw anger. He was mad at the plane, mad at his parachute, mad at the enemy. He just decided, I am not going to give them the satisfaction.
Okay, our final story. This one is about a medic, and it's so powerful because his motivation wasn't just about his own survival. It was about his promise, his duty to save other people. So get this, a mortar hits the aid station, the one place that's supposed to be for healing. He gets a severe head injury, he's blinded in one eye by shrapnel, These are injuries that should have put him down immediately. But what does he do? He refuses treatment for himself. The anger, the sheer injustice of an attack on a medical tent, that's what kept him on his feet, kept him working.
And the result is just staggering. He saved 12 other soldiers after he took what should have been a fatal wound himself. His will to save his comrades just completely steamrolled his own body's desperate signals to stop. So when you look at all 5 of these incredible stories, what's the one thing that connects them all? It really boils down to a fundamental choice, right? A choice made in a split second when everything is on the line. Do you give in to what seems inevitable, or do you fight back with every single ounce of will you have?
And here's the real takeaway. It's this clear split. On one side, you've got the psychology of surrender. That's the logical path, right? The body is in pain, the odds are impossible, so you accept your fate. But on the other side, you have the psychology of defiance. It's illogical, it's primal, it's a flat-out rejection of that logical outcome, where the mind just grabs the controls and forces the body to keep going, no matter what.
And all of this leaves us with one last, pretty powerful question to think about. If these people could find this kind of extraordinary strength in the absolute worst moments you can imagine, what kind of untapped potential, what sleeping giant of resilience and pure defiance is lying dormant inside every single one of us, just waiting for its moment?